Hello, babes. Is it still a bit grey, gloomy, cold in London? Yes, it is, of course. This is the UK after all, and it's winter. Although I have to say, it's Valentine's today on the day I'm making this, so it's Saturday, and it has actually been really quite clear today. And typically, because it's a day, I'm spending most of it with my husband indoors, and we're just spending time together. It's been quite nice. The rest of the week, while I was actually having to go out and go to work and do things, rain, 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 rain. But yeah, it's been beautiful today, but very cold again. It was only like 3 degrees when I woke up this morning, so it was pretty nippy. I won't tell you what I'm wearing today. I'll save that for next week. But my Valentine's perfume is awesome. But today, well, you'll notice that last week there was a little bit of a theme that started occurring. It was basically when I started going into work. So I had a kind of the sweeter, cozier perfumes at the weekend, and then much more. Well, you'll see, like much more of a theme developing throughout the week in what I was fancying. So let's just get this one out the way real quick because this was just a day I just fancied. Oh, it's delicious. Really sweet, cozy, yummy, fluffy. So I wore Choco Musk, an easy one to reach for when what I want is something cozy. Rehab. So this is vanilla, chocolate musk, spices, amber, cinnamon, sandalwood, woodsy notes and rose, apparently. I think this is very vanillic, personally. I think this is much more vanilla than it is chocolate, but it also somehow smells like kind of Cadbury's instant hot chocolate powder, which is what I get in the air around me. A bit more perfumey when I smell it up close. And I think the oil is a bit more perfumey, but this perfume spray, oh, it's just delicious. But I have talked about it quite a lot, so we don't need to dwell on that one. And then I also wore this. I think I was just kind of thinking about it. And I think the last time I wore this, it was a bit warmer. I haven't decided if I prefer it in warm or cold weather. But this is, I mean, very sadly, this is one that Zara brought out and then it sold out and now it's gone again, which is lame because I think it's one of their better perfumes. This is Zara, a Mochi Atelier in Tokyo. Can you see what that says? I hope so. And it's fruity. It has a rice creaminess to it, which is really interesting. But I swear there is a musk note here because the more it dries down and the longer it's been on my skin, the more it starts to smell musky in a kind of skin musky way. Like my skin musk oil, it almost like it has a little drop of that in the base of this perfume. So it's a really kind of interesting transition. It's a Fabrice Pellegrin. He's my eau d'oeil perfumer boy. Like, oh my God, some of the greatest perfumes. And this one, they only tell you pear in the top, rice in the mid, and then base notes. I'm quite sure there's florals in here. I'm quite sure there's a lovely kind of slight Egyptian musk in the base. I get a sugary mochi note, and it really does smell like the mochi dough, you know. I also get a juicy pear. I think this is really pretty. I really like this one. I think it smells really unusual. Like, I don't really have anything I can particularly compare this to. Like, I can't give you an alternative to this because, and again, I think I said it at the time, weirdly, there's also something in here that makes me think of Angelique Noir from Guerlain. And I don't really know what that is. I don't know whether that might be that there's literally an Angelique, is it called Angelique? Yeah. I don't know. There might be some kind of interesting floral in here. I don't know. Or like a green note. But yeah, there's just something about it that I made that link in my brain and it's still kind of there when I smell it. But yeah, I mean, if you can get this on eBay for a good price, I think this is a really nice perfume. And in colder weather, it lasted quite a long time. And I think I get a little bit more of the rice in cold weather and I get a little bit more of the pear and the sugariness in hot weather. But I've liked it in both, honestly, because I bought this in really hot summer and I liked it then as well. So yeah, one of my very few Zara perfumes. Beautiful. And now, this is the first one with the theme of the week. I can smell it from the sprayer even though it doesn't have a lid. Oh, God, I love this perfume. And I still, look, I've had this for ages still. You can just, it's still not quite showing. I've got quite a hefty dent in it unless I turn it upside down. because yeah, this big plastic bit covers a lot of the actual bottle. I love this. This is Oxygen from Lanvin. Oh God, I love this perfume. I love this bottle. I love the pearlescent thing at the top. I love the blue liquid. I think it's absolutely scrumptious. And I'm kind of the opposite of a lot of people on this because I've read a lot of reviews of this. It's really interesting. Lots of people are like me and they absolutely love it. I think it's a masterpiece. And I think this is a masterpiece. I think this is Dominic Ropion, is it? Oh no, it's Alberto Morales. Another classic perfumer with a huge amount of amazing perfumes under his belt. I love Oxygen. This has a classic late 90s, early 2000s, thick, heavy, dense, creamy musk. You know, it's like a bar soapy musk. Weirdly, this is so fascinating to me. So many people will say about this, it's sharp and it's no sweetness. I find this perfume so sweet. Like, this is so sugary to me. And a lot of other people say they think this has got a lot of ISOE super in it. And I do kind of see what they mean. But I struggle to wear perfumes that have a lot of ISOE super in. I feel like this, and you'll see other things I've worn this week that I feel like have a very similar skeleton to this. Like, it gives me the feel that ISOE Super does without literally smelling like ISOE Super, which I can find like it almost chokes me out, loads of ISOE Super. I've actually had to get rid of a lot of perfumes that have loads of ISOE Super in it, but I can see why people think that because it does have a similar dense texture to it. But I'm so in love with this. I haven't had time to respond to my comments yet, but someone asked me if this was aquatic, and people do talk about this as one of the like old aquatic perfumes. I would never really smell this and literally think it smells aquatic compared to things that I actually find aquatic, like Eclat d'Arpège, for instance, or like loads of the kind of tea perfumes that I have, I think smell really aquatic, like sheer and watery. This one to me is like bright and fresh and clean, but it also is like thick. I find this really thick. I find it dense and strong. That's why some people love this in summer. I cannot wear this in summer. This is way too strong for me in summer. It might just be my skin, but man, this one, I don't need to spray much, which is why I have worn it so many times and you still can't see the actual dent unless I turn this upside down. This is so strong on me. And it lasts forever and it leaves a huge scent trail. It has a massive scent bubble. So, I mean, that's for me. Maybe there's something in this that's like I'm really sensitive to. I don't know. But I just love this. Let me give you the notes real quick. So this is Indian white pepper in the top and bergamot. And then mid notes of milk, gardenia and rose. Base notes musk, iris, and white sandalwood. I get iris for sure. I do get the bergamot and pink pepper in the top, but to me, this smells like an ice cold glass of milk with a huge spoonful of sugar mixed into it. I genuinely think this is a really sweet perfume. It's really interesting to me that other people don't get that. I think you've got the classic, I've talked about this with Modern Princess and Jeanne and like loads of the soapy perfumes that I like. You'll see the same kind of thing in there. You'll have musk, often gardenia, often sandalwood. Like they seem to create like a really beautiful bar soapy accord that I'm kind of low-key obsessed with, especially like at certain periods of the year. Like, and this week you'll see I've been obsessed with this particular accord. So, but I get a lot of iris. So this smells cold to me. Like this is like, it's cozy because it weirdly smells clean. I think it smells like a spa, like a really fancy spa. So in that sense, I guess that's why people think it's aquatic, but it, to me, feels cold, refrigerated. And I get that with iris. Like a lot of iris perfumes, I cannot think of them as smelling warm and cozy. They smell cold and comforting. But this, because of the brightness, I think, the slight milkiness, because of that bergamot, because of the slight spicy peppery feel, this doesn't feel melancholy to me, even though it feels cold. It's just, it's so good. I frigging love Oxygen. So yeah, I'm passionate about this perfume. Literally, when I first bought this, and I bought it because I saw Ruth Ann McKinnon talking about it, I always try to shout out if I can remember if I've been inspired to get something from someone else, because I just think that's like a respectful thing to do, to be honest. Um, but I saw her talking about this one ages ago, and I ordered it. And the second I smelt it, I was completely in love. I got my husband to try it on, and it smells incredible on him as well. I think it doesn't smell masculine, but it doesn't smell massively feminine. It's like proper down the middle, I'd say. You can get a male Oxygene, like one that's made for men, or at least marketed for men, which looks like it might have like fur and like smell a bit more foresty, but you could easily wear this, like anyone could wear this. And my husband smelled so good in it, and I could smell him every room he went into the flat. If I went in there, I could smell that he'd been in there. So that's what I'm saying, like other people really can smell this. And I've smelt someone out in Co-op randomly who I knew was wearing this, and I was like, god, that perfume, I love it. But yeah, I fell in love the second that I smelt it, and I've never gone off it. I absolutely love Oxygene. So let's continue with another one that's a bit soapy. I was wearing this at the weekend in the morning, I think, before I changed up my perfume. Mmm. So good. Another clean soapy. A la Ombre de Amandiers from Jeanne en Provence. So that's an Arthur's group perfume. Very affordable. Like, I mean, I think these are refillable bottles as well. You can get refills that are even cheaper. They just come in metal bottles, and I do have one for this. This one I think is about £12 or something for this bottle, which I think is that a 50ml? 60ml. Normally it has a white lid, but I managed to get perfume on mine, and then it all started chipping off, so I just removed it with some, I think I used nail polish remover actually. Worked really well. Now I've just got a silver lid on it. Oh, so this is another classic combination going on here if you're going to get a soapy perfume, right? And that's orange blossom and musk. I already find orange blossom in nearly all perfumes very soapy. Sometimes it can go really shampooy and it's too much for me. Sometimes it go lotiony, but a lot of the time it's like bar soapy. This is orange blossom, and then there's a huge burst of citrus as well. Bergamot, mandarin orange, lemon and orange. Delicious. Middle notes, almond, milk and praline. Base notes, musk, iris, vanilla. I can kind of smell a bit of everything here. It's gently sweet. This is sheer. This smells more aquatic than this, because this, if you told me there was a literal water note in here, I would believe you. There is something very watery and sheer about this, in a way that this milky musk is different, but both like kind of soapy and clean. Another one I just love, and I love this first thing in the morning. You can definitely wear this to bed, but there's just something about it that I find extremely comforting when I first get up, especially on a weekend, when I'm going to go and make my coffee, have a bit of breakfast before I have my, what I always call like a big shower. Often often at the weekend, I'm washing my hair and having like a really long shower. I take my Echo speaker in there and I'm dancing around, you know. So, but I like to put on a light, fresh, yummy perfume in the morning before I do that, so that I can wear 2 perfumes a day, basically. That's how I get around it. But yeah, this is so good. I absolutely love it. I think you can definitely smell orange blossom. You can smell a bit of the iris, but it's that almond milk sweetness, that musk, the citrus. It's just magic. So another beautiful one. I think I might have closed one down. I didn't mean to, but let's do... How many can I fit here? I'm just working out how much space I have. What have I got left? I might have to rejig a bit. You know what I'm going to do? This is going to be really annoying, but I'm just going to do some rejigging here, guys, because I realise I've got too many bottles. I'm going to put this one up here. So... this was before I got into my soapy vibe, so this would have been last weekend. I was in a red apple mood, but I decided, because I nearly always choose my modern princess, I was like, I'm just going to wear this red apple I have. This is Acqua Colonia. This is one of their limited edition that sadly you can't get anymore, called Red Apple and Chilli. And it's just, I mean, it's exactly what it says on the tin. Do you know what I mean? It's like red apple, chili. Absolutely scrumptious. I'm just realising, okay, that's getting cut off. Red apple and chili smells like a juicy, natural red apple with a kind of sugary touch to it. And then it's got this kind of earthy, warm, peppery spice. and I love it. It's beautiful. I don't think there are any other notes mentioned. Let me check, but I don't think so. Red apple and chili. Sometimes, occasionally, you do get extra notes. No, not with this one. This is just saying red apple and chili. So that's that. Not much more to say about it. It's exactly how you'd think it would smell, and it's really nice, and I really like it. Okay. Super soapy. Absolutely lovely. Realised I hadn't worn it for ages. I could have so easily put this in my office scents. I should have. I completely forgot. Oh no, I've dropped the lid, guys. But I think maybe when I talked about Lalique, I don't know if I mentioned this one as well, but I think hopefully I said Lalique also have some really good, affordable office scents. Let me just see. Let me sort this out. Poor love. And this is such a beautiful bottle as well. There we go. Is that been cut off? Oh, just getting away with it. Oh, look how beautiful it is. Oh, I love it. Amethyst from Lalique. Just gorgeous. I'm just checking on it. I want you to be able to see what it is, but I don't want to blind you with the glare. This is a bottle that's so frigging gorgeous in real life, and you can never... I mean, I have seen some videos where people obviously have a different lighting setup that works better for it, but it's just one of the most beautiful bottles in my collection. It's kind of simple, but it's so gorgeous. That purple glass is so fabulous. I love it. I loved wearing this week. It was perfect for the mood I was in. I do think this is very soapy. It is very fruity, and this is one where other people say they get sweetness, and I barely get any sweetness. I get enough sweetness that it's not like screechy and sharp to wear, but I don't think it's sweet. It's not a sweet perfume. I'm just going to smell it again. Yeah, I mean, it's very gently sweetened. I think there's vanilla. Yeah, there's vanilla listed in here. I get no vanilla here at all. Just a very gentle, slightly fructosey sugariness that you get with fruit. But, like, this is... Oh, this smells like underripe fruit to me, but in the best possible way. And it's another one where I think until you smell it, you can't imagine what this smells like. I always try really hard to describe this because you just can't get testers of this. You can't smell it in store. Like, especially if you're in the UK, might be the same in like the Americas, but like you can't smell this anywhere. You have to blind buy it, and it's a weird perfume, and the notes don't necessarily represent, I think, how this smells. So it says blackcurrant, blackberry, blueberry, mulberry, and big strawberry in the top. Middle notes of peony, pepper, rose, and ylang ylang. Base notes, musk, woodsy notes, and bourbon vanilla. Now, my feeling about this, it smells like a big load of slightly underripe, crunchy berries on the stem still with the leaves. And it smells to me, honest to God, like basil, like literal basil leaves, green, aromatic, fragrant basil leaves, and then a rose bar soap. Like, that's what I'm getting from this. That's just what it smells like to me. I'm sure other people don't get the same thing, but it was driving me mad when I first got this as to what the hell it actually smelled like, because I was like, I can smell those berries, but then it's not berries in the way that I've ever really smelt in a perfume before. I've smelt so many berry perfumes, and either they're so unsweetened that I think they're like painful to smell, like too acidic, or they're so sweet that they're kind of sickly. And if they're in between, they're still normally a bit syrupy for me. Like, and I love a syrupy berry, but this is not syrupy. This is like crunchy, 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 like a strawberry that isn't really red, that still is like white at the top. That kind of crunch. It is the kind of berries I'd put in a salad, like a savoury salad, rather than like in a crumble, because I'd have to add loads of sugar to it. So like, it's so interesting, but it's so musky, and it's got a really good bit of wood in it. It's like got a thick, musky, soapy quality to it. But then I was coming home once, and I had some fresh basil, and every time I smelt it, I thought of this. And then when I got home, I smelt this, and I was like, it smells like there's basil in it to me. I just love it. So anyway, I loved wearing it. It's super affordable. I think if you like complex perfumes, then this might be something you'd really enjoy. Certainly if you like bar soapy musky perfumes and you like the idea of an almost like woody aromatic, like not too sweet berry, then this might be wonderful for you. But if you like sweet berries, I don't know that this would be safe. If you don't like soapy perfumes, probably not safe. But it's such a good one, it really is. Now then, what do we have left? Oh yeah, guys, again with that soap, this is the time for me to wear this. I tried to wear this in warmer weather and I was completely choked out by it. It was so thick and spicy on me, like in late summer, like just before autumn or just like early autumn, that I was like, okay, this is definitely how I thought. I know lots of people like this in summer. Again, it might just be a different climate or it just might be a personal thing. But for me, Versace Crystal Noir is very much winter. Like, it's a super wintry perfume for me, and it's absolutely beautiful, and I loved it, and I felt really sexy. And again, this is one, it smells nothing like I thought it would from hearing other people talk about it. It's because it is so soapy, and I think some people think about these kind of soapy perfumes as smelling kind of a bit old-fashioned and mumsy. I think they're really sexy. My husband tends to like these kind of soapy musks as well. I know that he likes this one. I know that he really likes Amethyst. He really likes Oxygen. So these are all kind of mature, sexy perfumes to me. Like, you know, they don't smell childish in any way. They don't smell like they're trying. They smell like boss, bish, you know, sexy. Like, this is the kind of thing I'd wear to a meeting, and I did wear it to work. Wore these to work. And again, here we go again, classic gardenia, sandalwood, musk. It is this very specific bar soapy smell I get from that particular combination of notes and this accord. This one, this is the EDP. I really like the EDT as well. I think they're very similar. It's just that for some reason, this one, I think I got a little bit more of the vanilla in the base. It doesn't even list vanilla, but I'm pretty sure there is some vanilla in the base of the EDP. On my skin, that's what it smells like anyway. But also, really, just practically, I just really don't like the bigger bottles because the lids are so massive. I think that this looks kind of cute because it's got like a sensible size lid for the size of the bottle. This is the 30ml. And plus, my God, this is so strong. I only need to put like a bit on my neck, one squirt on my wrist, one squirt on my hands, and it will last me pretty much all day. It is a beast. So, and this is not the old formulation. This is like 2022 or something like that, 2023. So this is what it smells like now, I think. I don't think they've changed it again. So we've got pepper, ginger, cardamom listed in the top, middle notes of coconut, gardenia, orange blossom and peony, base notes, sandalwood, musk and amber. I still think this smells like it's got fig in it. I really do. I get the orange blossom, I get the gardenia. I don't really get peony here. I'm definitely getting the spices, although like I said, in this colder weather, they weren't quite as spicy and I found them a bit overwhelming in warm weather. The coconut, I think, just makes this a bit more creamy. And I think that the thing with like fig, and someone told me in my comments that fig notes are often made with a kind of coconut note in there, like they make an accord to smell like fig, and it's often got coconut. So maybe that's why everyone's arguing about this particular perfume. A coconutty fig perfume, very strong in the sandalwood, very musky, very soapy, but not in a shampooy way. Absolutely gorgeous. Loved wearing it. Felt like an absolute queen in it. I wore this one yesterday. If you follow me on Instagram, which if you've got Instagram, you know, maybe do, you'll see sneak peeks of some of the stuff that I wear. I don't necessarily like write lots about them, but if I'm wearing it and I take the full bottle with me to work, I quite often will take a little picture, you know. White bar soap, white floral bar soap, but white bar soap. This is an absolute classic banger. This is my only Carolina Herrera, and considering how many of the modern aroma chemicals that I hate that are in Carolina Herrera's perfumes nowadays, this is probably going to continue to be my only one. This is probably going to continue to be my only Versace, to be honest. This 212, absolute classic. It smells like the 90s, although I think maybe this is early 2000s. I have this problem every time when I'm trying to like, I mean, let's be real. I hate this bottle. This bottle is stupid. Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave it like that. I hate these bottles, but Oh my God, the perfume is so worth it, worth every penny. And I don't think these are particularly cheap. This is another Alberto Morales. Hello, hello. He knows exactly how to do these delicious, creamy, bar soapy musk perfumes. Now, do we have musk, gardenia, and sandalwood in here? Yes, we do. Same thing again. Oh my God, so in love with it. Love it. So in 212, we have orange blossom, cactus flower, bergamot, and mandarin orange. Middle notes of lily, freesia, gardenia, and jasmine. Lily of the valley, white camellia, rose, and peony. Base notes of musk and sandalwood. I think camellia is a kind of invented scent. I don't know that those flowers actually have any kind of perfume to them, but this is like a recognizable note because I did have the monothem camellia, and this has a very similar floral note to that perfume, but this one is more soapy. It smells a little bit more white floral, and it's not quite as sweet. It's thick though, and it's strong again. Like, it's such a good perfume for work because it lasts forever. And it's got this gorgeous sweetness to it, which is what I found with the monothem camellia as well. Like, that one was too vanillic for me, like it was too sweet. But if you like that kind of thing, and if you want something more affordable than this, then maybe that could give you a similar feel. But my God, this is just, I loved wearing this. And it's another one that I kind of forget about it, partly because it's in such a silly bottle. And I did deliberately put it out in my display with all my kind of bar soapy, musky, kind of easy wear perfumes like that. I put that in with them so that, like, it's next to Noah, for instance, so that I remembered to wear it. And when I was in my I want to smell like a creamy, delicious bar soap mood, I was looking at it and I was trying to toss up between that and Noah. And I have to say, like, I really think Noah is beautiful, but I like 212 better. Like, if I had to pick between them, if I was forced to only have one, I would pick 212. I just find it easier to wear, and it's kind of it's a little bit less complex smelling, I think, which is why it's a bit easier. But let's be real, I never want to get rid of Noah because I do really like that perfume, and also the bottle is so beautiful, and this bottle's rubbish. But yeah, I I really enjoyed wearing that. It's so good. I can't recommend it enough. I think it's such a good perfume. If you can get it for a good price, it's absolutely 100% worth it. The bigger bottles, I think, I mean, just as stupid. I think this is almost like the lid, and these are two bottles of perfumes in like these spherical bottles. So maybe like this smaller one is a little bit easier to handle because I don't know where would I even store that? Like, it's so, anyway. And then let's finish up because I was wearing this quite a lot last week to bed. I'll just show you the bottle I have because I do have some of this decanted into a little rollable next to my bed. I mean, the best musk. It's soapy again, but like, again, in a very gentle, natural, smells like you've washed your warm skin with a really nice, expensive bar soap. It's just so good. Skin mask from Parfums de Coeur. I don't need to talk about it much. You know how I feel about this perfume. It's one of my ride or dies. If my skin could just have a smell without me having to wear anything, it would be this. I love it. So the notes: musk, sandalwood, floral notes. There's probably gardenia in this as well. I'm sure there's rose in this. I'm sure there's vanilla in this. There's probably jasmine in this. It just smells like a whole bouquet of flowers. It's not like particularly powdery. It's kind of unctuous. I don't really know how to just explain it. It's just so good. The spray version, I think, is more powdery. I think it's more sugary sweet than vanillic, and it's much lighter. It lasts, I mean, to be honest with you, that spray on me, I can't really smell it after about 20 minutes. That doesn't mean no one else can smell it at all. It just means I can't smell it after about 20 minutes. It's much better on clothes than it is on skin. I just don't like it as much. Like, I still, like, if I'm wearing this outside of my home, I will still have the spray to like spray all over my clothes, and like top up, but the oil is much more powerful, lasts much longer, and it's just amazing. I forgot to say, actually, in talking about longevity, this lasts forever on me. It's really good. Versace Crystal Noir lasts forever on me. But interestingly, also Amethyst. Amethyst is strong, man. Like this lasts for a really long time. I put this on in the morning. I reapplied a little bit when I was on my way home. So that was already like a like what time did I leave? Takes me an hour to get to work. Like nearly 10 hours before I reapplied it. And then I could smell it in the morning when I woke up, when I got in the shower. Like, in fact, before I even got in the shower, I woke up and in bed, I could still smell Amethyst on myself. It's amazing. It's such good value. And Skin Musk is another one that I can normally still smell on my skin. If I put it on like at night, I can smell it in the morning. And then what often happens if I wear this at the weekend, so I think I wore this on one of the mornings, but I'd worn this maybe on like Friday night or something last week. And then I woke up and I could still smell it. And so I just put it on again and I was wearing it in the morning before I had my big shower. So like, oh, it's just so good. I don't know what else to say. You guys know how I feel about it. I'm obsessed. I love it. I'm feeling very passionate today. I think it's because it's Valentine's Day and my husband and I have been so romantic today that it's absolutely disgusting. What's it they say in Heated Rivalry? Oh, no. And it's in the book somewhere. It's like, I love you so much, it sucks. Anyway, so that's it, guys. I haven't really smelled anything new recently. I've just been really, really excited about wearing some of my perfumes I haven't worn for ages, because 212, Amethyst, Versace Crystal Noir, and maybe Oxygen as well. I can't really... It's been a while since I wore them. And my goodness, they were all so good this week. I have no idea what I shall be feeling like wearing this coming week. Who knows? I'm wearing something quite different to these today, and maybe that will continue. I might completely change my mind and have to put something else on, but oh yeah, so it's been a really good week perfume wise. I haven't worn anything that I was like, nah. I really loved everything I wore this week. Like, I think all of these are so good. I've really enjoyed all of them. So yeah, a really lovely week. Let me know what you guys have been wearing. Let me know if you have any of these and what you think about them. Let me know if you think my descriptions of them are completely off or absolutely on the nose. And I hope you have a lovely week upcoming. Again, I can't really remember what I've got lined up, but hopefully it's something you guys will think is fun. I hope you enjoyed my affordable office scents that was just up, and I will see you again next Sunday. Right, I'm off to spend some more time with my husband. We're going to get a Chinese tonight, which honestly is the most romantic thing to me, because when he proposed to me, he'd bought me in a little Chinese takeaway because I had a bit of a hangover after my 40th birthday party, and he came in, he brought me a bowl of Chinese, and then he got on his knees and asked me to marry him. So so it's our little romantic thing now that we nearly always get a Chinese takeaway when we're doing romantic stuff. And it means that we can stay in bed and we don't have to get dressed and go out. Ooh, I love it. So anyway, and that's me for the rest of the evening. Thank you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.